If you're looking to get some coins ready for Team of the Season, then go to ufifa.com and use code TVM. They also now do FIFA points about 50% cheaper than what EA do them as well. If you want a proper legit account from start to finish, go over to ufifa and check out their FIFA point accounts. Use the code TVM. Enjoy the video. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome to the LGS. Today we're going to be playing some Game Dev Tycoon. Now, I don't actually know how this is going to work because I'm going to be playing this game. I'm not really going to be paying attention to what's happening on screen, so that's up to you guys to follow it, although I will get really excited if we end up developing a really good game. The one thing I will say is it may go black now and again if I scroll up on my other screen because I have to click off the game. I basically have to Alt-Tab out of the game, so the footage may just disappear while I scroll up, and then I'll go back and it'll be fine. That kind of thing. I don't know how this is going to work. This is basically just a test, so just bear with me. I don't actually have a lot of time today, so let's just jump straight into it by developing a new game and getting into the first. Oh, for God's sake, that is the worst. That is the worst start to a simulation vampire game. I don't think that's going to do very well, but we'll do it anyway. We'll call it Vamp. Easy. The first question I'm going to ignore because it's a David Worth question and I just don't understand what the hell that is all about. If you're being genuine, by the way, you just no. Thoughts on Wales, Belgium? Couldn't get over it, still can't get over it. I could actually be going to France. Basically, Wales beat Belgium, Gareth Bale scored a goal, and I don't know what to do in simulation. We'll put that all the way down, we'll put that up to there, and we'll put that all the way to the top, maybe. I think that's probably where I should do things. Yeah, we'll do it. So yeah, we beat Belgium, and we could very well be on our way to the European Championships. Obviously, we're into the well, top of the group, actually. Just unbelievable. We haven't lost yet, and there's 4 games gone. There's only 2 games left, and we are playing extremely well at the moment. I don't quite understand. There is, of course, the possibility of us not getting through, which is highly likely when it comes to Wales. I was going to say Liverpool then, which is exactly the same. Okay, now I've got a problem. What do I do? Do I do sound all the way down, and do I do graphics? I think that needs to be there. I've played this game a lot, but I haven't played it in a... Well, I played it like last week, and I kind of refreshed my memory a little bit, but yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm meant to be doing. Graphics all the way up, world design slightly down, and sound nowhere to be seen. I'm thinking it could be the other way around, though. It could be world design down and sound all the way up. Okay, world design's going down, sound's going up, and graphics are coming down. That's what I'm going to do. I probably made a mistake there. That was probably a big mistake. Damn it. It was either one or the other, and I've probably changed my mind for the worse. Anyway, so, yeah, if they get there, I'm going to Paris, and I'm going to watch Wales in Paris, and then I'm going to go to Disney just for some shits and giggles. But that's not until this time next year, which is kind of cool beans, so hopefully that happens. Have I ever seen the movie Mulholland Drive? And if so, what are your thoughts? No. You should if you're a zombie lover. I know I have never seen it. Never even heard of it. So yeah, I'll have to check that one out. For £500, would you let 5 of your subscribers, me being one of them, stay over your house for a week? No, because 500 quid would not allow me to move house. Because after which, obviously, I'd need to change my address, etc. So this headset's starting to get on my nerves. Microphone coming this week, baby. It is. It's coming. I've had confirmation. It's here. It's coming. Worst trouble you've ever gotten into? Like, it's only parental trouble. I've never really got into trouble with anything else, like the law, for example. That game was terrible, by the way. Very average game. Let's make another one. So yeah, there's that. I've been subscribed to you since the beginning of FIFA 13 and never been bored of your content. You are one of the 5 YouTubers I will actively watch, and you are by far my favourite. Keep up the good work, and my question is, would you rather meet Steven Gerrard or gain 5,000 active subscribers overnight? First of all, thank you very much for the comments. That was a pretty decent comment there. It made me smile inside. Thank you very much for your kind words. Just going through my repertoire of simulation games, and we're going to try and do the other side of the coin, so we'll start development on that. 5,000 active subscribers overnight, or to meet Steven Gerrard. I don't even need to think about this, to be honest. I know you guys will be thinking, well, it's pretty obvious what he'd pick. It is pretty obvious. Steven Gerrard, you know, I mean, once in a lifetime opportunity to meet Steven Gerrard. I'd pick the 5,000 active subscribers. In all honesty, I really would. I'm gonna put that all the way up, and I'm gonna put that down just because I'm thinking maybe. I don't know why. I'm thinking. Yeah, 5,000 active subscribers would basically mean that I get about 6,000 to 7,000 views per video. And at the moment, with FIFA 16, approaching in September and coin sponsors, I don't know what's going to happen with them. I would much prefer to pick a stable career over meeting Steven Gerrard. Like, I would love to meet Steven Gerrard, but it's like, I don't have a bucket list because I'm not 12. But ooh, controversial, especially if someone with a bucket list is watching. I know one person with a bucket list. I know two people with bucket lists. I think she goes along with the other one, to be fair. But still, bucket lists annoy the shit out of me. Just do whatever you want to do. You don't need to make a list. Anyway, what was I even saying? I don't even know what I was even saying. Breakout is about to be released. We'll see exactly how well I've done with this one. Slightly better. We're getting there. So yeah, I would rather the 5,000 active subscribers, if I'm being perfectly honest. Whether that makes me a bad Liverpool fan, I don't know. But I would. I mean, if I met him, what would I even say? Oh, congratulations on a great career. It's great to meet you. What's your favourite flavour of crisps? Goodbye. Like, what would I even do? I wouldn't even know. Let's do some research, actually. Let's forget that. I wouldn't even know what to say to him. So, pirate game, yeah, start that one. So yeah, it would be the 5,000 active subscribers. This made me laugh because I don't even know what this means. How is your relation to your brother? Like, that to me suggests that, like, what is your relation to your brother? Well, he's my brother. Or does it mean what is your relationship with you? Like, how good is the relationship with your brother? If that's the question, then it depends which brother you're talking about. Two of them I very rarely see. One of them I never see. Not that there's any, like, bad blood between us or anything. Like, there's not. I just never see him because he lives, like, too far away for me to even venture out there. It's like 45 minutes. That's not even far for most people. But for me, it's just awkward to get to, and it would just be awkward being there. So we'll call that one Arg. Because it's a pirate game, duh. Let's just move on. Just simulation pirate. I like simulation because it's one of the ones that I know, will kind of know what to do with. So we'll move along with that one. So yeah, the relationship wise with them is the other two is one of them is pretty decent, and the other one is like meh, it's okay. I don't hate any of them. I don't dislike any of them. I don't really care, but I don't think they dislike me. So. Yeah, is what it is, really. Thoughts on the FIFA 16 trailer and who you think will win the Euro 2016 France? I think Italy. Okay, I personally think Wales will win. Can you imagine if Wales won the European Championships? Chris Coleman would get a knighthood from maybe not the Queen. I don't know. Mark Hughes. We'll do that again because YOLO. Yeah, so who do I think will win it first? I think France have got a good chance of winning it. To be honest, France have got a very strong side. Breakouts are off the market. We're not doing very well in this playthrough, actually. It's because I'm probably not paying attention. Yeah, I think France have got a good team, so they've got a very strong possibility of doing well. Let's move this down and move that up. I don't know if that's going to make a difference, but still. So yeah, I think they've got a good chance. I think Holland have got a semi-decent chance, but I think this is probably going to be their last chance to win a major competition for a while because of their main players are getting quite old. I can't really think of any other teams. Germany, of course. I mean, Germany are always going to do well in every competition. I don't think England have got much of a chance again for some reason. They just don't click international level. I don't know why. It makes no sense to anybody involved, but still. But yeah, that'll be cool beans to see it. The FIFA 16 trailer. I mean, the trailers that come out of E3 for games like FIFA, it's exciting to watch, but it's all cinematic. This was captured in-game. Yeah, okay, it might have been through replays. Who plays the game on a replay? Nobody does. We want to see gameplay. And that thing with, now we're going to help, FIFA's been out since '93, but now we're going to put something in the game to help you play it. Like, no, I don't want that. I know how to play this game. Please just give me FIFA 17 without tutorials, please. Okay, we switched it around. We probably shouldn't have, although now we're getting some semi-decent reviews. I don't know what's going on with this game. But yeah, I don't want the tutorial thing in there. I know personally I don't, because it's my job to play it, so I know what I'm doing for the most part. But zombies, start research, baby. But yeah, I just, not for me. I mean, the trailer, it just doesn't tell me anything about the game at all, and I just don't care, to be honest. Are you a runner or a fighter? Depends how big he is. But I'm really fast at running, so I would probably pick runner. And I'm better now as well, because I can actually run. Because I'm fit again, basically. I'm under 10 stone, people. That's right. That's a big deal for me. Big deal. My phone, my Tomo Gaming has just done something to do with Newport County. I don't know. What would you do in this situation? You're on holiday with your parents, which I haven't been since about 13 years ago, but okay. In the apartment by yourself, a man, employee, lets himself in and walks in and says, he is a deer to measure the curtains. After a while, he begs you to go to the beach with him. He gets on his knees and starts begging you to go. What would you do? I'd tell him to get the hell out of my kitchen. Like, I wouldn't even let him in. I was like, if you're to measure the curtains, just do it when we've left. You're not doing it now. Get out. That's what I would do. I'm a dick. This may go black for a second, but I need to scroll up. Okay, there you go. I'm back. Whoa. My face didn't go black, obviously, but that sounds wrong. You know what I mean. The government, we don't need a government game. We could make a custom engine. What the hell is this game doing? Oh, I haven't got 50 RP. Okay, so we need to, okay, alright, calm down. Let's develop a new game. And let's go to zombies. And let's go to, it's got to be an action zombie game, isn't it? I mean, we could do an RPG, I suppose, but we're going to do an action game. And obviously, I always pick PC. We're just going to call it, Buy me a pizza is the next question. No. You should do a video once a week show where you say 5 stories and we the viewers have to determine whether the stories you made are up or actually... Oh, okay. So what he's saying is, that's actually a really good idea. I don't know if I can think of one story a week that would actually be genuine. But basically, I make a video, I say 5 stories, one of them is genuine, the other 4 are bullshit, and you guys have to either vote or say in the comment section whether it's real or not. That's a really good idea. Obviously there's a TV show that does that, but I can't remember, it's like, Are You Telling the Truth, or Would You Lie to Me, or something like that. That could be a TV show. I don't know, either way, yeah, that's a really good idea, and I may do that. My favourite team is Liverpool, Mr. Pete. When is your birthday? It is the 8th of July. It is approaching very, very quickly. We need to think of a... We're going to call it Bert the Zombie. I'm terrible at video game names, but I think I'd buy a game called Bert the Zombie. It sounds awesome. Let's just start development on that piece of shit. Please do manage a career mode with a team like Cardiff, and don't stop until you win the Champions League and the BPL. The thing is with doing career modes on FIFA is, hang on, we're doing an action game now, aren't we? So we need some degree of story in there, and we need gameplay to be brilliant, and we'll put the engine all the way down. So there we go. That boom. The thing is with career modes on FIFA, they get very boring very quickly because it's the same thing over and over and over again. Obviously, if I did it with Cardiff, the first season would be okay because obviously we're trying to get to the Premier League, and we would do in the first season, you would hope, you know, and that's okay. And then the second season is trying to stay in the division, and that's kind of fun, and then you go out and buy some people, and then the second season would probably be winning the division because it's not difficult. Yeah, whatever. So that was to do an interview, by the way, and we'll gain hype in theory on that game. No, we wait for it. Here it is, hype, boom. I know my game. Sound has to go up to about 80 ish, and then the world design has to come down, graphics have to stay up, and boom, there we go. So yeah, I mean, it just gets boring for people to watch. That's why I move around so much in my player career mode, just to try and keep it entertaining, because otherwise it would just be really dull. We're going to do another season, maybe 2 seasons at Liverpool, and then I'm actually going to retire and do a career mode, but it'll probably be either with Liverpool for a couple of seasons, or it'll be with a different team in a different league. But I'm really enjoying Football Manager with Port Vale at the moment. That is a really fun series to do, and I will never get bored of recording them, so that'll be fun. Try and get into that. If you haven't watched it, just try and get into it, because it's really, really entertaining for me to do, which means I would love for you guys to be in on it, so then I would do more of them, and I enjoy doing it. So do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. I'd happily record games like this, but I don't get. I wouldn't be able to. I don't know. I just don't think that. Oh shit, a brick! I am not very good at action games. So yeah. Okay. Well, let's just move on. What would you do if the purge really happened in Wales? Kill or hide? There's nobody that I want to kill. Like, a lot of people will be like, oh my god, that's so harsh that, you know, you'd actually think of killing someone. But there are a few people in my life that I wish were dead, and I wouldn't. We'll do another zombie game, but we're gonna do an RPG. That you know, there are a few people in my life that I've come across that I've come into contact with that I wish were now dead, and it's harsh to wish someone dead, but fuck them. So there's that, you know, because some people, like, when they really screw you over, when you've been nothing but nice, and they just screw you over in the worst possible way, you just think, well, you know what, screw you, I hope you rot in hell, that kind of thing. Hell doesn't exist because God is a fictional character, but still, yeah, there is that kind of a thing. We're gonna go serious with this one. We're gonna call it ooh, Wasteland. There you go. Zombie RPG. It's basically Fallout. So yeah, there's that. I mean, but no, I would probably hide, to be honest. I'd probably hide in my cupboard. A lot of you were like, why would you hide in your cupboard? That's a stupid place to hide. It's not really, because there's a filing cabinet in my cupboard that's really heavy, and you can go in behind it, and then there's clothes that come over the top of it, and then the filing cabinet just sits in. But there's enough of a gap that you could just sit in there quite easily. So if people broke into the house trying to find someone to kill, they would not go, oh, he's probably behind that little filing cabinet in a space that big. And I would just go to sleep. And if you ever find my house and you're wondering where I am, I'm probably there. Not that I spend most of my spare time there, but you get the idea. So engine all the way up, gameplay all the way down, and story and quests. Boom. Probably done that wrong, but still. If you could act, I can, alright, or have a cameo. Alright, okay, I get it. In your favourite movie, what movie would it be, and what would you do? Oh, dude, that would probably Zombieland. Not that that's my favourite movie of all time, because it's not. But I'm trying to think of one that's relatively recent that I would have been old enough to actually act in, because obviously Back to the Future would probably be my main one. But I was not born yet when that was made. I think maybe I was one. I don't know. Either way, AI's got to be up there, and dialogue's got to be there. Level design. Oh, I don't know actually. AI, should AI be up there? Dialogue needs to be up. I'm thinking AI. No, we'll put that down and we'll put that there. I don't know if that's right. I don't even. Screw it. Who cares? We're just doing LGS, right? We're not actually trying to play. We're not actually trying to win this game. So yeah, I'd probably pick Zombieland, and I would probably, I would be the fifth member of the group. Or maybe I would have been in one of the zombie kills of the week. I don't know. I'm getting excited just thinking about it, but it's never going to happen. So let's just move that down and put that up and leave sound where it is. Boom. Hi TVM, love your vids. Thank you very much. Keep up the good work, and you will. And will you ever make a Minecraft series? I think it will help you grow on YouTube. It won't. I've tried it. It won't work. It's terrible. Minecraft is not the game people care about anymore. YouTubers who have Minecraft channels are obviously... oh, wow, we've just developed bugs. Get rid of them, baby. People who already have Minecraft channels are set. They've done it, they've made it, people enjoy their content, but new people who start new Minecraft channels have got it harder than any other people who start any other game, or, you know, that is a relevant game. Obviously, if you start like My Little Pony, obviously you're going to struggle, but yeah, it's too difficult to just start off with a new Minecraft channel, and not a lot of people like it. Like Rust and games like that have taken over from them now, so there we are. See, that question's stupid. Would you rather watch your parents make love for the rest of your life, or join in once to stop it? This is a really difficult question because my parents aren't together anymore, so it would be surreal just to watch them talk to each other. But I don't know the answer to that question. Although you want an answer, and it really doesn't matter what I say because it's never going to happen. So let's just join in, be really nasty, really get in there, and really plow some shit, and then just get out. Let's just do it. Let's just get in. Let's just get my hands dirty, literally, and we'll get out. You say join in. I mean, I'll just be the one holding the camera, you know. Yeah. Right, let's develop a new game because that's just what this game is. Actually, no, let's research some stuff because we've got a lot of points. And boom, it might go black for a second. I apologise. I need to shift this all the way up, and boom, we're back. It was easy as that. Talk about the present, past, and future of FIFA. The past, great. The past has been good for FIFA. 09 was brilliant when they introduced. Let's make a custom engine. When they introduced Ultimate Team, obviously it was great, and then 10, 11, 12, and 13, they were all improvements. 14 and 15 have been steps back, in my opinion. So yeah, it was just, yeah, I don't know. They need something fresh, and it doesn't look like they've got it this year, which is a shame. So we are going to be looking for FIFA 17, unfortunately. So it's going to be another year of bitching about how bad the game is. Maybe we might get. So yeah, maybe we might get a decent FIFA. I don't know. We'll see. Hi TVM, I love your content and you are awesome. I love these comments. Thanks. What's the weirdest, grossest thing you have ever eaten? Do you know I don't know? No, I didn't want to do that. Oh, there you go. Boom. I don't know, because I've never really eaten anything dodgy. I don't know. Cosmos. I can't think of anything dodgy or weird that I've ever eaten, so that's I don't know, it's a bit of a boring question for me to answer because I don't like. There's literally nothing the grossest thing I've ever eaten. I've never eaten anything gross. I apologise. Or weird. I apologise. I really do. COD or Battlefield? I prefer Battlefield, but I play more Call of Duty than I do Battlefield. Call of Duty is rubbish these days because of the exosuits and the jumping around like a dickhead. Again, that's another series that was doing really well up until Black Ops 2, and then they just decided to just shaft the whole thing. They were like, oh, we'll just create any old bollocks and they'll play it. And it was true for the most part. I think people are now getting really annoyed. And Black Ops 3 needs to be good, and I just don't think it's going to be. But there it is. My question is, what are your politicals inject political views, I'm guessing. Like, who did you vote for in May, if you don't mind saying? I voted for Plaid Cymru, but it's like, I don't care. Literally don't care. Because whoever gets in power, it won't make a difference. And I know a lot of older people and younger people who are hipsters who like to think that their vote makes a difference. It doesn't, mate. It really doesn't. No one's vote makes a difference. If Labour gets in, or if Labour had got in, I should say, nothing would have changed, and Conservatives are in, and nothing's going to change. It's all going to be, you know, we're going to be on the verge of a recession forever, because that's just the way the world works. Let's make another pirate game. And, adventure. Ooh. It's just the way that it is. It doesn't matter who's in power. It really doesn't. It's just... eye patch. Let's call it eye patch. So yeah, it doesn't matter. I voted for Plaid Cymru, but only because my mother told me to. She ordered me a form. I went downstairs, and there was on the mat there was this letter, and I was like, what the hell is this? Did you send me a form? Yeah, can you send that off, please? Okay, great. Okay, we're gonna go bankrupt, so we need to wrap this up. Hi, my question is, how are you? I'm great, thank you very much, Billy. Who are you? How are you? There you go. Favourite car? I don't really have one, to be honest. I'm not a big car buff. Adventure. Well, we need to have gameplay up and story and quests and stuff there. So yeah, I'm not a really big car person, so I'm not really asked about cars. Mr. Pete says, question mark. Great question. Okay, the banks, yep, I'll definitely take that off you, thanks. Same title as a week ago. Brave move. I always do it with LGSs. I don't mind using the same... yeah, we'll do the same thing. I don't mind using the same title for LGSs because no one, like, random new people don't watch them, so it's literally just for you guys, and I'm not that bothered. As long as I number it up one, it's fine. Have you ever been to California? Do you plan to come here? I'm from San Francisco and watch your vids regularly. I can't believe people from around the world watch these pieces of shit. It does make me... It's just crazy. Let's put graphics all the way up and leave sound the way it is. The only place I've ever been in America is Florida. and I would love to come to California one day. It's not on like the forefront of my list of places to go in America again. Again, Florida is still at the top of my list. I want to go back there, and then I want to go to New York, and then California would be third on my list of places to go in America. Really want to go to Texas as well, for literally no reason. I just want to say that I've been to Texas. This may go black again for a second. I apologize. I've got a lot of questions to get through, and I'm really desperately running out of time. So there we go. So yeah, I will go there eventually, but there we are. Ronaldinho scored that goal against Seaman in 2002. If I said Ronaldo, I don't know why I said it, because I knew it was. I was watching it on a bus, on the worst. Was it on a bus? They had just kicked off. I was on a bus on my way to school, and they had just kicked off, and we were listening to it on the radio, and when we were in school, we went to, I can even tell you what room we went to. We went to biology room 23. I think it was 23. And we sat in there watching it on the telly, and Ronaldinho scored from like just inside his own half, or just inside the, well, I say just inside, it was like a good 10 yards inside, but still, I remember it well. They were wearing their blue kit. I know it was Ronaldinho. If I said it incorrectly, my bad. Just thought I'd drop a gay little comment here to say that I'm really enjoying your Port Vale Football Manager. Get in, Bobby Stranks. Get in, my son. Thank you very much. Someone who's really enjoying the Football Manager series. Football Manager is one of those games that I could play every single day for forever. Forever. I don't even need the new one with Football Manager. I can just play. I could play Championship Manager 2007 and still be happy. And I could be playing that today, and I wouldn't even mind. Wait, can I patch a game? Is that something that someone just asked me to patch a game? I don't even care. Let's develop a new one with the money that we've just made from that bag of rubbish. So yeah, I love Football Manager, and if you guys enjoy watching it, then it's going to be great for me, because I love playing it, and it's just like FIFA gets a little bit, you know, and then Football Manager never gets like that, so that's obviously, yeah. Do you consider yourself as a famous person since you've got like 29,000? No, not even remotely in the slightest. It might sound like a dick I might sound like a dick asking you this question, but I'm a big fan of you, and I think you know who I am. I do. Great video as always. Keep up the good work. No, I am not even remotely famous. Like, not even, like, the word famous is stupid. No, not for me. Like, people like KSI don't even like to call themselves famous, and when someone says, oh, you know, KSI, you're famous, they're like, no, I'm not. You know, like, and he's got like nearly 10 million subscribers. He may even have 10 million by now. So yeah, it's no, I'm not, and I never will be either. That's just, we're getting really creative with these names now. We're just gonna call that dead. If you were about to die, what would be your last meal, drink, starter, main course, and dessert? I think we've had this question recently, but I'm just going to do it on the mood that I'm in now. And I would probably pick a triple. It's really difficult for me to explain this because it's just a burger essentially. But obviously you guys have never been there. There's a pub relatively close to me called the Red Kite, which I'm actually going in 20 minutes. And my hair looks like this, and I need to render this out. Going to a pub called the Red Kite, and they do burgers where you can literally create your own, and they are like, the beef burgers are like that thick each. It's ridiculous, and you can have as many of them as you want for like £1.50 per burger, and you can add like Monterey Jack cheese and all this stuff. So I would have the biggest, most disgusting burger you've ever seen. I'd have chicken wings to start, and I would have the dessert. In fact, my meal would be at the Red Kite, right? The chicken wings that they do are, actually no, I'd have Domino's chicken wings to start because they're insane. Either them or ones from Tenerife, can't quite decide. And then I would put, let's move gameplay all the way down and put engine all the way up. And then it would be that burger for main, and then the dessert would be this, the dessert that I've actually posted on Instagram. If you guys want to go check out my Instagram, the link is in the description somewhere. They have this donut and custard dessert, which is basically like a cake with donuts on, covered in chocolate, and then you have a little thing of custard. Oh, I can't wait. In an hour, I will be eating that. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Let's put graphics all the way down, put world design all the way up, leave sound where it is, and boom, that's an RPG, baby. It's probably going to be the worst RPG you've ever seen, but still. That's it. That's my last meal. Have you ever played Forza Horizon 2? Yes, it's a really good game. I just really struggle with racing games to keep myself entertained. Like, racing games are great. It's just I find it really difficult to just, I don't know, keep an interest in them. F1 is out next month, and I will be getting that, and I am looking forward to it. And that's one of the only games that I will play and try and complete the career of. Rest of them, I struggle with. I do really struggle. But it is a good game. Jenna McDougall is her name. I've got no idea in what that is in reference to, but thank you very much. Why did you break up? Not something I will be ever divulging. Maybe in like a year, 2 years, 3 years, when she doesn't mind me divulging the information. And you know, it could be an LGS story, but not anytime soon. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. We will not be disclosing that information. If you buy an account with FIFA points on FIFA, can you let your points refunded, basically make profit? Well, no, because the way that EA do refunds of FIFA points is they basically do it like, if you have an account that they ban and you had FIFA points on there ready to spend, they wouldn't give it back to you if they ban it. They just don't give it back to you full stop. If they reset your account, which they don't even do anymore, but if they did reset your account, the FIFA points would just be back on your account again. So they don't actually give you the money back. It's just they would be there ready for you to use again. But they don't do that anymore. They just straight up ban. So no is the answer. You cannot profit from this. I'm going to stick this on. In fact, I'm not even going to do that because we're done. We're done with this. This session on Game Dev Tycoon has been atrocious, and I apologize for you having to watch it because I've not done very well at all. I've been trying to concentrate on the questions, but that's actually going to do it for the questions. Eagle wants a shout out. There's your shout out. You're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you very much. You are one of my favorite commenters. I appreciate that. If you guys have got any questions whatsoever that doesn't involve like why I broke up with, or say why we broke up, I should say, then I will answer them. We'll refrain from answering questions like that if you don't mind. There is a degree of privacy that I would like to keep. But that's about it. So if you want to ask anything, feel free to do so in the comment section, and I will try my best to answer it. I don't know how long this one's actually been. Probably shorter than usual, but I am, like I said, on a tight schedule of food. And I don't know whether you guys liked the Game Dev Tycoon thing, or whether GTA was better, or whether you guys even care about what game I play. Most of you say you don't. If you haven't checked out the Football Manager series, please go and do it, because I would be very much grateful if you went and checked out the Football Manager series. It's going to get better as well. The last episode was 6 minutes of me talking about the squad. We won't have that from now on. We'll just be games, and transfers, and just exciting times, and hopefully we're going to get promoted. We're very much on course to do so at the moment with 2 games played. So yeah, go check that out. Smack the like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. Can't speak. Thank you guys. Goodbye. If you want to get yourself some very cheap games and some memberships, if you want a new Xbox membership or PSN membership, go to cdkeys.com or g2a.com. The links can be found in the description. If you find yourself wanting some FIFA points as well and you don't want to buy coins for whatever reason, they do them ridiculously cheap. Just buy the codes to redeem on the Xbox or the PlayStation and buy yourself some FIFA points. The links are down below. Go check them out.